ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me, I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me, I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me, I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me, I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classy. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. That's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork. It looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classic. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classic. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classic. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classic. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me. I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classic. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me, I've got a good day. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. I ain't no cookie, but I'm on fire. I like it foolish, that's how I'm wired. Look at my footwork, it looks like I'm flying. When you're on top, you can't get much higher. So grab on tight, don't lose me that child. I'm on fire, hold on. I'm flying high, I'm dancing on wires. I'm on fire, hold on. Don't do tradition, but I'm a classic. Oh, can't you see I'm on a new way. I'm riding free, I'm doing me, I've got a good day.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Stagwell's Q3 2025 Global Town Hall. I'm Beth Sidhu, Stagwell's Chief Brand Officer, and I'm joined in Stagwell's DC office by Mark Penn, our Chairman and CFO, Jay Levitin, our President, and our new CFO, Ryan Green, and thousands of you worldwide. Today, we've got a packed agenda. First, we'll hear from Mark, Jay, and Ryan about what we've been up to, where we're headed, and progress on the 5x5 plan. Next, we'll join some senior leaders from around the network to explore the transformative power of the 10,000 hours rule. We'll go over to Code and Theory and get an update on the latest with the machine. And last, but certainly not least, we'll connect with Stagwell's Chief AI Officer, John Cahan, and Anomalies Head of Transformation, Ariba Jahan, to hear stories and their latest AI insights. Similar to last time we connected, we have questions that people have submitted via video over the past several weeks, and we also have the chat feature open. So if you have a question you'd like to ask, please drop it in the chat. And we will have 2 or 3 segments of Q&A during the hour together. So with that said, the chat is open, and we will turn it over to Mark for a little state of Stagwell.
Thank you, Beth. I'm joined here, Jay Levitin and Ryan Green, the new CFO. And we've just come off doing the earnings call this morning that so far has been well received. So let me take you through a couple of highlights of what's been going on here system-wide. If you look at our agenda, I think Beth covered, so next. So let's talk about the highlights of the second quarter. 10% total net revenue growth. I think that is a very strong number. That says that A, it's industry leading, B, it says we are taking share from the industry, and a solid adjusted EBITDA of 93 million. Look, net new business, a net new business number of 117 million, lower than the first quarter, but that's not a surprise. I think the real surprise here is that we've had 5 quarters of over $100 million of net new business. And we still have smaller clients kind of reducing out the back. We still have kind of some agencies not as performing as strongly as others. But this is a really strong win. We are winning about 1/3 of the pitches that we enter into. Our pipeline generally is bigger than it's ever been. We're scaling some of our capabilities here. The Unreasonable Studios and Made at Sports were just 2 examples of how we've created a state-of-the-art production unit and branching out somewhat more into sports. completed the acquisitions of ADK that give us 10 new offices across Asia, and Jet Fuel that gives us new capabilities in terms of shopper marketing. There was a 26% increase in net revenue from our top 25 customers. That means top 25 customers are an average relationship of $28 million. Wow, that is really light years away from where we were a number of years ago. And if you kind of look at also growth and innovation, Code and Theory's got 5 consecutive quarters of net revenue growth. You really see the kind of strong resurgence of tech companies and of technology in general in terms of what we're doing. Digital transformation Q2 12% growth, Marketing Cloud up 38%. Next. Again, we are key differentiators here is that we continue to build modular agency-centric platforms. We believe in this great combination of creativity and technology. I think that is really winning in the marketplace. We're enabling cross-pollination. Meetings like this, again, are part of the collaboration and knowledge sharing that I think are absolutely critical. The machine and Marketing Cloud should work across everybody. We are scaling our capabilities. And we've done some great strategic acquisitions. We've strengthened the Marketing Cloud. We've strengthened our global footprint. Right now, we're going to focus a little less on acquisitions for the next 4 or 5 months, focus more on technological enablement. Next. Congratulations to those who won Lions. Allison, Creative B2B, Assembly Poland for 2 consecutive Silver Lions for MasterCard, Stagwell affiliate Buen Tipo for Venezuela's first ever, Anchor for Venezuela's first ever Silver Lion, and 72 and Sunny, Anomaly, etc. for their short lists. Thank you all for the Cannes Lions winners. And you know, what I've really said is growth, scale, and innovation are kind of the 3 anchors of Stagwell's future. And let's see how we're doing on some of those. Next. Right. You all may remember I've outlined this program called the 5x5 plan, $5 billion of revenue in 3 years.
5 years.
5 years.
It would be better.
2 would be
push for
stronger.
3. You want to do 3?
But I think we want to do like 5 billion in 5 years, 5 by 5. That's really the goal. We've spent almost a decade getting close to 3 billion, and it's really how we can take this best combination of creativity and technology, continue to build on it, and hit our goal. Next. And how are we going to get there? Growing our offerings to service clients and win new business, investing in meaningful scale, and working to innovate for the modern marketer. I think those are the 3 core things. And, you know, I kind of see in the marketplace, you look at that $117 million of net new business, you look at the growing pipeline, it's attributed to our marketing group, but it's also a tribute to you all out there and how I think we're combining this unique set of creativity and technology in order to win business. Because when you look at where really the biggest growth pods are, you'll see it's in our creative companies right now, and it's in our digital transformation companies. Next. Again, take a look at the launch of Unreasonable Studios. Jay, this is something you've been very
Yeah, no, I think we've never had a consolidated production group. Now we have one place to go with some of the best talent in the industry that can do everything from low-end low-fi content to high-end content to some of the most amazing video programming and documentary type work. Justin is a significant and professional as one of the founding partners of Anomaly. We're excited about this production group, and it's a resource to be had and to be leveraged across the organization. We realized back in the day that we were taking a lot of our opportunities and giving them to third-party agencies and production companies, and so we really wanted to start to insource that here. We're really getting some great momentum. If you have opportunities or you have productions that are of scaled opportunities, please do reach out to Justin Barocas or reach out to us here. We can definitely put you in touch with them, but they are top of the market in terms of when it comes to production, and we're really excited to have one central entity that really does do everything first class. So please do leverage them, and they will not disappoint you in front of clients.
Okay, and be unreasonable. Maiden Sports launched, in fact, I'll be seeing Zach from over in Consulum is coming in here to Washington, D.C. later today. And Maiden Sports has launched its alliance of global and regional specialists in sports marketing, communications, fan experience. Remember, over in the Mideast, they have gone, I think, if you think that we're crazy about sports here, they're really getting crazy about sports over in the Mideast. And I think this offering is a kind of another strong strategic move by recently acquired Consulum out there in the Mideast. So thank you. And if you're interested in how brands can do sponsorships or hook up with what's going on in the Mideast, Zach Meyer is the person to do that with. Thank you. Next. Stagwell Media Platform, another launch here to really, I think, for everyone to understand how media can be accessed across all of the companies and upgrade how we work with our media partners. It means that our customers are able to buy media historically across Stagwell, and planners at the agencies can collaborate on that. So I don't know, Jay, any
Yeah, this is a resource similar to how we think about production, to think about media buying. We spend billions of dollars with Google and Facebook and television stations around the world and platforms. And we really wanted to leverage our buying capabilities and actually get first look opportunities, a lot of the innovation that's going on with some of the amazing digital platforms out there. We're some of the largest clients to them in the media buying ecosystem. So Matt and his team are really the face to the market and really trying to get us the best opportunities, the best payment terms, and the best first look at innovation. So I think this is really an exciting group, and I think we were buying sort of disparately in a lot of different places. This really consolidates it and gets us a best-in-class fronting to the market, as I said, across offline and online media. And whether it's digital platforms or DSPs or SSPs, whatever it may be, if you're in the media group, you will be getting a lot of good feedback here from the media platform in terms of how we engage in the marketplace today. And
next, we've updated the management team here at corporate. Welcome Ryan Green as CFO. Frank Lanudo is becoming EVP Finance. Jason Reed is moved from Chief Investment Officer to Chief Strategy Officer. Niels Lauberg, who has for the last 7 years been a core member of the investment team, is now becoming Chief Investment Officer. I don't know, Ryan, any comments you want to make as the new CFO?
I'm excited to be here. I do want to get that picture updated. Obviously, it was taken 10 years ago. I think we've made a lot of progress since the merger. It was a very different environment 3 years ago. I think we've done a lot to come a long way, and I think I'm really excited about the things that we can do together over the coming years.
All right, thank you. And on to next, some of the just since we last connected, a few highlights. Code and Theory continues to win awards. Some of them I highlighted in today's call, named ANA B2B Agency of the Year. Just hitting some of these different awards. Donor won Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Instrument has expanded its partnerships with Google, Apple, and Uber. Mono and Assembly won together Heaven Hills Brands, a really significant win. And Movers and Shakers, a social first brand relaunch agency for Staples. Next. Scale. So how is M&A activity and our expansion or our physical footprint enabling us to better serve clients? The second key leg of growth. Next. All right, here are our winners of the 40
These are
over
scaled
40.
practitioners.
Yeah.
When you think about scale, you think about these four.
All right, here we are. We celebrate them all. I love the creation of the new category. Jay, you used to be 40. You used to be 40 under 40, yes. But no longer eligible for that. Next, congratulations to you all. And of course, Sport Beach this year had, I don't know, Beth, if you want to go through.
Another great example of scaling from 0 to 6,300 unique attendees this year. Amazing media, amazing clients and prospects, 45 A-list athletes, over 150 brand marketers, on our main stage panel, and a great example of something that almost 40 Stagwell agencies participated in. So scale in action across the network.
Great, congratulations, Beth, on an incredible year as Sport Beach moves from a cost center to a business. And then if you look at some of our current initiatives, ADK and Jet Fuel recently closed. Welcome to the network if you're out there on this town hall. Congratulations. We're really excited about both of you and the new capabilities, particularly ADK adds, as I said before, 10 new offices in the Mideast. The Mideast in Asia. And if you go Assembly MENA adds to the growing roster. I mean, they're really doing quite well, very strong, growth out there in the Mideast. And the content supply chain, kind of, if you look at this initiative, it's launched our complete system of tools and workflows that's being deployed agency by agency. You should see that you should be able to make faster, more scaled, more personalized content on an easier basis with the content supply chain. Thank you, Meryl, who's kind of leading the way on that. Next. Allison, a tremendous government win out in California. Those can be some, if you think those pitches with 4 or 6 competitors are tough, wait till you've done one of these government ones where they could start out with 20 or 30 people who are in there pitching. Secured a 3-year contract with Covered California. I think that's really great. Welcome Instruments' new headquarters in Poland. And if you look, Anomaly and Crispin joined forces to launch dual back-to-back campaigns for Target. Thank you all for these great accomplishments. Next. And the third leg, innovation, transformative digital work, external products for self-marketers and internal tools that help us work smarter. Next. The machine. This is going to be the biggest single change in the way we operate ever since the creation of Stagwell. And I think it's beginning to be rolled out. Donor and Cole McVoy are really the first guinea pigs on this, but it's going to be really perhaps the single most important technology spine for us. Assembly launched Assembly Control, a new proprietary brand safety measures, and the Marketing Cloud is now the Marketing Cloud. It used to be the Stagwell Marketing Cloud, where that old logo has been replaced because we wanted that other agencies and brands to be comfortable using the Marketing Cloud. And go to www.themarketingcloud.com and take a look at the products that we've got building there. Next. We will again let you digest the incredible accomplishments that are out there in technology. Code and Theory is named Digital Innovation Agency of the Year by Campaign and helped Qualcomm create the largest developer ecosystem to date. Left Field Lab delivered Meta's Llama AI photo portal activation. Tinsel's developing a strategic playbook for Google Gemini activations across campuses worldwide. So exciting developments in technology and innovation. Next. And the Stagwell News Network. Next.
A different kind of innovation.
It is another kind of innovation. And if you look at it, the news network helps brands invest in news media competently. One of the things that we're becoming a leader in is really advertising in news. Brand safety companies stripped much of the advertising from news. Many CMOs say, oh, let's not advertise in news. We believe it is very important to advertise in news to support good quality journalism and because it's good business to do that. Next. Okay, we're coming up next. There we go. And we have created an incredible ecosystem of publishers who have joined with us. We've created a media bank of news that is added to the news network. So publishers can strategically partner with us and make strategic news buys. And it's easier now for us to connect clients to get started by working directly or plugging into the PMPs that we have now put at the DSPs. So we are really, I think, making it easy for everyone to buy news and to try it out, and also to push the sale of news media. Next. And why it matters: news is underinvested. It is a strategic advantage to us in the marketplace, and this inventory enables you the ability to, I think, launch and try campaigns in there. Next. And if you want to learn more about the news network and the future of news itself, really check in with Alexis Williams, reach out to her or email us there, alexis.williams@stagwellglobal.com. Next.
I think
That it is. I think that's the wrap up of the developments. But I'd say, look, the big development right now is we had a great quarter. We're showing really significant growth. We've got incredible new clients. We've updated the management team. I think we're really winning out there in creativity and innovation. We're upgrading a lot of the technologies behind behind our media offering. We're expanding out our global footprint. And generally, we're on a roll, showing some real momentum in an industry that's having problems, but we're a company, I think, that's succeeding and growing.
Thank you, Mark.
Back
Thank
to
you,
you.
Jay, and welcome, Ryan. We are going to actually roll into our first question for you, Mark. Dipanshi from Assembly. Do you want to go ahead?
Hi, my name is Dipanshi. I'm a junior copywriter at 72 and Sunny. And you kind of talked about that we're slowing down acquisitions to kind of focus on integration. And I was just wondering, how do we ensure that we don't lose momentum of the challenger energy that got us here? Thank you.
Well, I think a key part of that challenger energy always is the integration of technology along with creativity. And we have just done a raft of acquisitions, just closing on some of the two bigger ones. And so I think we've got to take a little pause here so that we don't lose momentum, actually absorb those acquisitions, get them integrated into our platform, into the work and into the work streams that we're doing. And focus, look, AI is a huge development. If we fail to focus on that change and what it means for us, we'll, rather than be ahead of the curve, we'll be behind the curve. And that's why I think it's incredibly important. Let's not lose focus on that. Let's get AI integrated into what we do and what we're selling to our clients. That, to me, is job number one right now.
Perfect. That is a great segue into our next segment. We are going to have some senior leaders from Assembly, Code and Theory, Crispin, Good Stuff, and leaders join us to explore the power of the 10,000 hours idea in the era of AI. Many of you know Malcolm Gladwell's theory that if you spend 10,000 hours on something, you will master it. So how does that work in the era of AI? This was one of the themes we talked a lot about at Sport Beach, in fact. So we are going to begin with a short video featuring MLB legend and Timberwolves and Lynx owner Alex Rodriguez, and NBA great and creative director of Adidas, Candace Parker, sharing their perspective. And then we're going to hear from some of our CEOs. So let's take a look at the video.
They say athletes die twice, real death and retirement. And I found that to be true with me and a lot of my colleagues. As far as Candace, I don't think Candace needs my help or anybody's help, but we're already friends and we advise each other. The one thing I will point out is, as an athlete, you spend 30 years trying to reach Mount Rushmore. We'll call that the penthouse. And then just like Monopoly, you don't pass go, you don't collect $200. When you go from sports athlete, where you're in Mount Rushmore like Candace, then you have to not pass the mezzanine level, not go to the lobby, you go straight to the basement. And while you're in the basement, you don't start at the highest level in the basement. You might be cleaning floors and toilets. And if your ego allows you to do that, then you have a shot. But what I found is athletes, 7 out of 10 just tap out, just when they go on that journey down from penthouse to basement. And that's really interesting. So I think two things is you have to check your ego at the door, and you have to increase your self-awareness. Decrease ego, increase self-awareness. Because you're gonna have to start at ground zero, and you're gonna have to put into your 10,000 hours.
Like A-Rod said, I think as athletes, we forget the 10,000 hour rule. We look back at our career and we think that it was easier to get to the top, and it's not. And I think when you want to reinvent yourself, which is what essentially we're doing in the next chapter, you have to do it through putting the time in. And I don't know, I'm just grateful for people like A-Rod that would take a Zoom call. I mean, anytime I text this man, he's like, yes, let me know when you want to get on. And I think it's using that to an advantage, because just as when you were a player, there were coaches that would stay after with you if they saw that you wanted to put the time in. It's the same thing in business. If people see that you're interested and want to put the time in, people are eager to help. And so that part has been easier than I expected in terms of getting the information. And then everything else is just rolling up your sleeves, being willing to say you don't know stuff. As an athlete, I think sometimes, like he said, your ego is high. You don't want to admit that you don't know things. And that's a cardinal sin. It's okay to not know stuff. It's not okay to continue to not know things.
Well, that was a great look. So we may not all be A-Rod, Candace Parker, or a world-class athlete, but everyone who is joining us now is a master at his or her game. So we're going to kick things off with Jill Kelly, North America's CEO of Assembly. Jill, thank you for leading us off. So here is your question. What area of mastery will you focus on for 10,000 more hours this year?
So thanks for the invitation, and it's great to be here. Just a little context setting in terms of how I think about mastery, and I think about it in two contexts. There is the elite practitioner from the Assembly side, advanced analytics, data engineers, marketplace buyers, in-platform activation experts. These are elite practitioners who have invested time and money through skill building. And then I would say there's another kind of cohort where it's a class of exceptional leaders who are by origin elite practitioners, but they're also masters in their business acumen and masters in expert communications. So when I think about how I spend my time from moving from an elite practitioner to an exceptional leader, the two areas that I focus on is on mastering communications and really understanding the different layers and levels and components of our client businesses. And the distance between being an elite practitioner to an exceptional leader is really all about how you show up for a client in a room and what is your width of understanding of their business and your communications capacity.
That's great, Jill. Thank you. Width of understanding. Now we're going to go over to Genevieve Tompkins, CEO of Good Stuff. So Genevieve, what craft, capability, or client obsession do you want to be known for in the next few years?
Hi, everyone. Good to see you. Well, this is a very hard question to answer because actually the reality is it's all of those things, right? They are so interlinked. I think if I had to pick one, I would say it's about the really upholding and championing the fundamentals in excellent client partnership. Everything starts with brilliant client relationships. And I think what underpins that for me is both a good stuff value and a personal value, which is integrity. So doing the right thing by their business. If you do it the right way, you will grow along with your clients. And also that's for me about having the right personal legacy within the industry as well, but also empathy. So understanding and addressing clients' needs and really understanding how they link to the individual client personal success, but also professional success within their business too. And I think the other thing is just never losing sight of and the passion for the why. I think it's very easy as leaders to get caught up in so many component parts of what we need to deliver every day, but we have to be passionate about delivering solutions for clients that are going to drive their businesses forwards. That's how we grow. That's how we win awards. That's how new business gets attracted to us. And obviously it benefits our people as well, and sets the bar for the industry too. So I think that would probably be client partnership, I think is the number one thing.
Awesome. Thank you, Genevieve. Client partnership it is. Maggie Malik from Crispin, can you hear us?
I can. Can y'all see me?
Yeah, but you're frozen. Yeah, there you are. All right, we've got you.
Awesome.
So we're going from the lovely positive version to you get the first real tough one. What is your most repeated mistake and what has it taught you?
That is an awesome question. So I started as a copywriter in this industry. I've worked my way through nearly every department, from strategy to social to client relationships. I have overspent on media. Every single mistake you can make in this industry, I have at one time made it. You know, I think the biggest thing, and I loved what A-Rod and Candace Parker were saying, the biggest mistake we make in this industry is assuming that we are an expert in everything. You can be a wonderful media buyer, you can be a wonderful creative, you can be a wonderful CEO, but we are always learning. Every time I've thought I was a master in something, the world or a client problem or a team problem has shown me that I'm not. I think that's something that we bring to Crispin. It's why we approach every problem with curiosity and without ego. And as leaders and craft, and I know I'm frozen, which is fine, but hopefully y'all can still hear me. As leaders,
you're mastering it anyways.
And as craft people, even today, we keep going even when it's not working, and that's what makes it awesome.
Thank you, Maggie. We appreciate it. We are now going to go over to Jess Giles, Managing Director of Media Experience Platform at Code and Theory, who joined us, I guess, 6 or 8 months ago now, Jess. So let's go over to Jess. So Jess, who is someone on your team or agency that has done the 10,000 hours of work in their niche? Who do you want to spotlight today?
I'm really excited for the opportunity to shout out my colleague, Saul Cohn, who is our head of machine learning. And he is what I would consider a master craftsman in AI, but also a master of the 10,000 hours. This is a person who has heroically put in the work. He has a background of deep academic scientific rigor, including, no big deal, a PhD in astrophysics from UPenn, casual, and a lot of ambitious work professionally. And in our work together on an exciting project for Code and Theory right now, I have picked up some of his tips and I wanted to share them with you all today. So the first is, don't try to get better at the whole thing. Build growth from stacking up mastery of the small stuff. The second is build in the space and ability for creative insight to find you offline. I think this is exceptionally challenging for a lot of us who are plugged into our laptops and computers and phones 24/7. You need to have habits like reading, writing, drawing, walking, so that there's space for creativity to find you. Being stuck is a feature, not a bug. That uncomfortable space before you find the answer is actually where the growth happens. And to that point, and this is really significant coming from an expert in AI, AI should help you plan, but not think. It's a great scaffolding tool, the way Saul talks about it, but if it's doing the critical thinking for you, you're not getting the benefit. So be wary of using it to kill the struggle, to kill the tension, to kill even the boredom. Human frustration is a really important condition for invention and creativity. And those are reasons that Saul is incredible, and he is a huge part of what keeps us ahead of the curve at Code and Theory.
I love that. Thank you, Jess. As someone who does not have a casual PhD in everything, I really appreciate what you said. Being stuck is a feature, not a bug. This is a great segment so far. We have one more leader joining us, and that is Eran Ziri, founder and CEO of Leaders. So Eran, you get the final word on mastery. Where can we use AI to amplify human mastery, not shortcut it?
Yes. So the way I see it, the biggest value of AI is time. And in our world, strategy, content, creative, also in our developing department, developing features for influencer marketing.ai, time is everything. We used to spend time on research, in writing copywriting, and even writing code. So this stuff takes us days, sometimes weeks. And now with AI, it takes us just a few hours. So it doesn't mean for us to do less. It means to do more with actually matters. So we walk into brief with stronger idea. We release features much more quickly. The creative team have much more time for biggest ideas. So it helps actually juniors to level up, and it lets the seniors to move much more faster thanks to that. So we are not using AI to cut corners. We are using it to cut hours. So from our perspective, time is our biggest advantage using it right with AI.
Thank you so much, Eran. So to summarize what we have learned from our leaders in this short segment, Jill said width of understanding. Genevieve talked about client curiosity and integrity. Maggie warned us about assuming expertise. It always comes back to haunt. Jess spotlighted a colleague, and I will remember being stuck is a feature, not a bug. I will tell my children that as well when we have math homework issues. And Eran gave us a phrase that I believe all the people in this room will be borrowing, which is we can use AI not to cut corners, but to cut time. So thank all 5 of you for joining us. We really appreciate you and your thoughts on mastery. Before we move to our next presentation, we are going to take another question from the audience. Josh, do you want to go ahead?
Hi, Mark. I'm Josh, and I am with the Treasury team. So I'm wondering if AI is one of Stagwell's key differentiators, then what's maintaining our advantage against competitors? Like, is there something unique to Stagwell that can't be replicated?
Okay, first of all, let me thank all of the leaders who participated in the last segment. I stopped counting at 50,000 hours, so that was it. I no longer count. Let me just say that, look, we're differentiated in a lot of ways because we're a unique kind of combination of elements here that was a reaction to some of the problems in the big holding companies that I was at. You know, there was no collaboration. I think there's tremendous collaboration. People are learning to work not at each other or against each other, but with each other. And the prerequisite of that is to get to know each other. And I think that really is happening at all different levels. And 2, we value creativity. We don't believe that that's going by the wayside. We think that that's going to be enhanced. And 3rd, however, we have always believed that technology has to be integrated with that technology. And I think those 3 elements have been the hallmark of the differentiation. And AI really presents us an opportunity to bring that home. We have the core innovation team headed by a group of top tech executives. I come out of being chief strategy officer at Microsoft. I believe that we can do a more efficient, better job deploying that technology because we're not dealing with 100 or 200,000 employees. We're dealing with 10,000 employees who are already substantially tech enabled. And so we can bring them into the, into, I think, this whole new world of AI most efficiently. And I think we're in a good position, as I said on the call today, to deploy it against all of the disciplines. And that we're systematic looking, where can AI make a difference? But I think it's going to be AI on our terms. It's going to be AI in terms of how we enhance that combination of technology and creativity. And then I also think that the Code and Theory Network is a unique differentiator in that it is becoming a company of choice for how you deploy, explain, and even interact with AI. And a lot of the other companies were getting rid of their creative teams, were focusing exclusively on media, and also we're getting rid of their digital transformation teams. We don't believe in any of that. That gives us a unique group here that I think is winning in the marketplace.
Thank you, Josh, for the question. Thank you, Mark. Speaking of Code and Theory, we are going to go over to the team at Code and Theory, who is going to share about the machine, which is an AI-enabled operating system built, well, I will let Arjun tell you about it, who is one of our best partners over at Code and Theory. So let's go over to Arjun and learn about the machine, please.
Hey everyone, I'm Arjun Kalyampur, Group Strategy Director at Code and Theory and one of the leads of the machine. We've built the machine from the ground up as an AI-first orchestration tool, connecting people, tools, and data in real time. While others are retrofitting legacy systems, we're building the future. Our strategy is anchored in 3 core principles. Orchestration, uniting agency and client teams globally through a unified system for each account. Integration, an open architecture for full customization and seamless tool connectivity. And performance, real-time, data-fueled recommendations and creative insights that are always updated. We're currently piloting the machine internally and with a key client, ahead of a broader release in January 2026. What you'll see today is the result of 7 months of focused progress, with core capabilities like insight delivery, creative recommendations, and integrations with Slack, Figma, and more. We're excited to show what we have, so let's get into it. For this demo, we trained this version of the machine on historical documents from 5 years of client partnership and performance data for that client fed from assembly stage. When you log into the machine, it knows who you are and what's important to you. As a living project intelligence and assistant, it surfaces critical insights and recommended actions, whether that's talking to an AI persona where sentiment is dropped, launching a landscape agent, or reviewing team members' work. Let's dive into our summer campaign. On landing, I'm sure to do a structured, dynamic dashboard, where the hierarchy of information presented to me is unique to my role as a strategist. My priorities, research and trend analysis, priority analytics, and initial recommendations based on the data. The machine uses this knowledge base to answer critical project questions. For this campaign, it's breaking down who the audience is, what lessons we've learned from past campaigns, past creative, and market trends that may impact our strategic recommendations. Each of these cards is an interactive conversational agent where you can dig deeper into specific insights, find out what worked, and see what sources it's pulling from. While the machine is built to make individuals more intelligent, we want to make sure we're also enabling our team with our unique insights. So we have the ability to publish these to a team dashboard. Within Priority Analytics, these cards will soon be interactive as well, allowing you to dig deeper into the data itself and find out from the machine initial hypotheses as to what it represents. Digging deeper into this card, I can talk to an AI persona we've trained that represents key personalities across our regions. If I choose to, I can pin this to the dashboard and have this as a shortcut where I can talk to them whenever I want. Beyond our primary landing screen, we've created a home for analytics that pulls in the most critical information from any reporting software our clients use. Eventually, we'll pair this reporting with things like assets and comments so you can see more holistic insights. One final thing to highlight in the main navigation is our partner marketplace. The machine's open architecture lets us integrate the best of Stagwell and partners like Slack, Figma, and Adobe, enabling powerful data and workflow connections across our major software suites, allowing us to tailor the machine to our needs and our clients' needs. The machine is also home to a suite of agents that can conduct tasks on behalf of our users. In our creative recommendations section, we see things like proposed messaging frameworks, media plans, and creative concepts. Clicking into this proposed concept, the machine launches our generative engine, which takes prompts and creates assets across different spec sizes in minutes. So when the machine sends a prompt to Figma, it'll immediately composite that creative as described in the prompt across predefined sizes and specifications. Best of all, your designers are able to edit these to get the right look and feel, but we've shortened the time from prompt to asset generation to scaled asset generation for all of our campaigns. One last thing we want to end on is how we're bringing the machine's intelligence to the tools you work in through mini machines. We don't want this to be a new tool people feel forced to adopt. We want to meet them where they are. Currently in flight are mini machines for a broad variety of SMC tools, but we've also built plugins for Figma and Slack. In Slack, users can query the machine's intelligence right where they collaborate, asking it any question they want, and getting answers delivered right where they are. This is the machine, and this is just the beginning. There's so much more to come in terms of how we're rolling this out over the next 6 months, how we're making it smarter, how we're incorporating many more of the agents we're building across the network. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Arjun. We really appreciate it. And if you're interested in learning more about the machine, please reach out and we will make sure to include lots of contact information in the network note this week or next week as well. So now we are going to go to one final question from one of our interns in the New York office. Before we do that, I want to mention that today is National Intern Day, and we know we have hundreds of interns across the US and really across the world. And we thank all of you. The brand team thanks our intern, Margaret, in particular. And we are now going to take a question from BXP intern, Emmanuel.
Hi, my name is Emmanuel. I'm a partnership intern at BXP. I've noticed a lot of companies are throwing around AI as a buzzword. How are you making sure the machine is actually useful and not just hype? And what is one clear result that we should look for to prove it's working?
Well, hopefully that demo proved to you that it's not vaporware, but it's coming to a brand near you soon. Look, I think what we're doing is we're breaking down each and every discipline, and we're looking within that discipline. Okay, production. Well, how can AI change production? How can we generate things with AI that weren't there that weren't there before, where we had to do shoots? Then you take a look at research. How can we make it easier for clients to now query and understand and get insights out of data 24/7 when analysts may not even be available? I take a look at it as we go through that discipline by discipline. We look at communications. How can we create the best influencer campaigns with highest likelihood of success? How can press releases be written? And how can agents really help in terms of the targeting of media? I think we're doing a really excellent job at learning where it can be deployed, and that we have the tech team and central innovation group to really implement it. So AI is real. It's not like the metaverse. It's not like a lot of buzzwords that you've heard come through. It makes a real and substantial difference. It is almost a quantum leap in the ability for us to deploy technology, and I think we're onto it.
Well, speaking of AI, we are now going to go to our final segment. Stagwell's Chief AI Officer, John Kahan, and Anomaly's Head of Transformation, Ariba Jahan. Ariba and John are going to be talking about how he's thinking about innovation across Stagwell and ways that we can be winners in the age of AI. So Ariba, John, take it away.
All right, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. We're bringing a little bit of a Kahan and Jahan collaboration to close out today's town hall. John, I'm really excited to talk to you today because in my day-to-day as head of transformation at Anomaly, I'm constantly thinking about the future of consumer and product experience and how AI is really changing all of that and how it affects business outcomes, how we look at consumer behavior change that's happening, how do we prototype concepts, ultimately building solutions, right? And so I think people will have a great time diving into this conversation with us. So you recently moved from the chair of the board of advisors to interim CEO of the marketing cloud and now chief AI officer, right, at Stagwell.
Yes.
And prior to that, you've had an incredible 40-year career in technology and data and AI, including an 18-year tenureship at Microsoft. And in our last conversation, you started mentioning these exponential moments in technology that you've got to witness firsthand. And I'm sure people would love to hear a little bit more about that.
Well, let's start with AI. I love that last question that the intern gave, which is, it is not a buzzword. It is alive, it's well, and it's real, and we got to lean into it. And as you said, I've experienced a couple of these times in my career, and I've been involved in technologies for over 40 years, and I've seen machine learning and AI from almost its inception, when an IBM researcher one day figured out, hey, if I list a whole bunch of things on a piece of paper, that a computer could replicate that on a larger scale with what they were doing, hence machine learning, tag by hand directly. And these moments have occurred only a few times in my career, but when they happen, you seize onto them, you figure out how to play with them, and you move forward. Let me just kind of explain it in some term. When I was in graduate school, I remember they talked about exponential curves, and they always give you this crazy question. Well, I'll give you a choice. Which one do you want? Do you want $1 million, or do you want a penny doubling every day for 30 days? And everyone in the room very quickly said, I'll take $1 million. But if you figure out what that means, it means that if you do a penny every day for 30 days, you'll have over $5 million. That's the speed by which we are operating today. Yeah. And these things have occurred a few times in my life. I saw it first when we went from mainframe to PC, that move from democratizing large-scale compute to individual computing. I saw it when the internet became alive, and all of a sudden you could communicate with people all over the world, and things moved at a rapid scale. I saw it when we moved to the mobile phone, and now I'm seeing it in artificial intelligence and machine learning and data science. And it's happening because of really two main things that are occurring. First, the advent of chip and large-scale compute technology that the large companies are now making democratized across the world. And second, because of incredible software and breakthroughs with capabilities where humans no longer need to tag the data, where we can get meaning out of the data at fast speeds. So the algorithms are happening faster today.
Yeah, I mean, that's so incredible that you got to kind of witness the behind the scenes of making those things real, where the playbooks didn't really exist yet, right? So tell us a little bit more about what you're focused on right now.
So there's a lot of different areas. As Mark kind of indicated, we are trying to go vertical by vertical, really understand, what does a communications person do directly? What are we doing in research? What are we doing in media? Stuff that you saw with the machine, that's actually coming alive on our data, on our insights, on our unique proprietary capabilities, combining what we have in the Stagwell ID graph with attitudinal data that goes back with Harris and NRG and Barra, creating something that no other agency has, which is the capability to move what people do and what they think together. Years ago at Microsoft, the head of engineering for Bing said, that's the gold standard of data. When you can get not just understanding what people are doing on the internet, what they're doing in our campaigns, but what they're thinking, with the power of what we do in Harris and the power of what we do in Barra, and combine those things together, you open up all new avenues of impact with not just artificial intelligence, but with all of our different things in media, in creative, in research, and ongoing capabilities directly.
Yeah, I mean, I love how you tied in so many different fields together into that, right? Because I think as someone who's worked across all types of industries, from bioengineering to medical research to startups to now working on product innovation and transformation at an agency setting, I feel like one thing that's always held true throughout my entire career is, regardless of where the industry is shifting, you have to take whatever is existing at the moment, even if it's an experimental mode, and think about how to be the most creative, innovative, and curious as you possibly can to build solutions. So we have an audience today with us that spans like the full range of AI engagement, right? There might be individuals who have mainly been using AI to boost productivity, to teams that are creating robust AI leveraging tech solutions, kind of like the machine that we just heard about, right? So based on the fact that you've seen all types of utility and experimentation, what is your advice to leaders in how they can lean in, explore, and dive deeper? I know one thing is true for Anomaly. We see AI as a force multiplier for creativity and truly a spark for experimentation and trying things. And it's been incredible to come to Anomaly at a point where all of this is happening, where because I've had the chance to witness so much experimentation, adoption across all of our global teams. So I think people would love to hear some advice from you.
Well, first of all, I'm a steward of culture. I went from IBM at the time, who had 350,000 people, to Microsoft, who had roughly 20,000 people. Microsoft's about 100 and some odd thousand today. One of the things I learned in that journey was that there is a balance between collaboration and creation at the top and innovation at the bottom within an organization. And it's the power of the two that matters, particularly in these moments when things move very, very fast. So this is not a statement of what as leaders do we do? It's a statement of what as individuals do we do across the organization. When things are moving that rapidly, of course, we're going to try to give you playbooks, but by the time we write a playbook at the top, build the next piece of software that's going to go across the organization to be able to enable the creatives, to be able to enable the researchers, to be able to enable the machine and the things that we're trying to do. That innovation will be stale if we don't have everybody across the organization leaning in and learning. And that means not just doing ChatGPT on the web, but trying all the tools that we have, challenging them, understanding them, not just the tools that Microsoft creates, but our incredible partnerships with Adobe and others. And so with that, I think it's really everybody's journey that we need to move forward on.
What's one thing people can do?
So call us at any time, same bat channel, same bat time.
Let's do it. Okay, thank you.
Well, we have decided to take our cue from Kahan and Jahan, and we are joining you on a piece of furniture to close out our town hall today. We have one final question.
That was your idea.
From the Teams channel. So Mark, can you share with us a piece of technology advancement you're excited about?
Oh, technology advancement I'm excited about. I always tell people, I don't drive my car anymore. My car drives me. So I have gone from being a doubter of self-driving cars to a full believer. I think you're going to have full self-driving software that Tesla has been charging for a decade that actually will be full self-driving software, probably in the next 6 months here for sure. So look, I've seen technological development all the way from the PC that I built in a kit, programmed an assembler to give us survey to now the implementation of AI, self-driving cars, and robots are really not too far away. But just remember, when there's robots, there will still be robot advertising. The marketing industry is the survivor industry of all, adapting to technological change and improvement. We're going to have to utilize all that time that people will now have sitting in their cars, no longer driving it. What they're going to get is some really good marketing.
On that note, Ryan, Jay, Mark, thank you for joining us from an old piece of technology, a credenza, and to all of you around the world. Thanks for joining our town hall. We will be back next quarter, and we wish you a great rest of your day and week.